Yep.
Raph, you want water?
They want water? He's German, so he doesn't want water. Okay.
La mer. La mer. La mer. On va danser le long des golfes. 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 La mer. La mer.
What are you doing, right, coach?
I was in hospital today 1 year ago.
What was happening a year ago?
Playing with my hip, as they do. 7 guys, 5-man team. Mix of young and old, a couple of under 19 boys.
I just don't want to talk to the camera.
Oh.
Showing that I can't do the one takeover.
What happened this time last year, Chris?
I was sick, that's for sure.
It's a race day, so guess what? Chris is feeling a little bit under the weather.
I didn't have a red light. So what I thought I'd do is I'd walk up to a strange team in green and ask them for a rear light. And a young lad said that he would help. And he got this short-haired guy to grab a light for me, and next thing you know, well, we weren't quite as a professional and slick operation this time last year. I turned up, my ETAP wasn't working.
I just went out for a little test ride and we discovered that I can't actually shift into the little ring.
We had no trainers, so we basically rolled to the start line and I had one gear for the whole TT. 2017. We're doing a time trial this morning. Where's your time trial bike, Chris? It's a long story. It's actually not that long a story. You know where my time trial bike is. On the TT bike. Man. Got some interesting news about time trial bikes coming up, but that's for later in the week. But we've got a 14k, 13k, 12k, 10k. 14. We have a 14k TT this morning. Sammy, Luke, Ben, Jordan are going to have serious cracks at this. Angus and I, however...
Sub-threshold effort to warm up for the road race this afternoon. Starts at 2 p.m, going up a climb at the end, so just want to get like a nice steady state effort in, get used to that kind of power.
That's one way of putting it. I would prefer to sort of mask it this way, Sam, that what we've decided to do is do a wind tunnel test for all you guys. We're going to ride 300 watts, both of us, on the exact same bike. Helmets, kit, exact same. We are going to adopt slightly different positions. Gussie's going to go the full track sort of thing. You saw it on Instagram story yesterday. I'm going to just go a standard in the drops. Another little thing we'll throw into the mix. Luke Plapp has challenged me if I can ride to 300 watts on the dot. He buys me dinner tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, it's on.
Ride the bike.
Come, Benny! Drive it home, nice, mate!
1758 to 1816.
Ben Van Dam leads?
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, it was a nice little TT, like good way to start the tour. Having a little rise in the middle of it, Coomersby Hill. So that was hard to hit, and you could see all of the guys in front of you, so it kind of gave you a little bit more motivation to keep going.
Come, Flappy, drive it to the line, mate. Come on.
Pretty awesome results here this morning. We'll talk a little bit about that when we get back. We're going to head down to the cafe now. Go into a bit of detail about this later on. But the numbers are somewhat surprising. So, again, we are literally on the exact same setup of bike. No difference. I've done 301 watts, and Mr. Calder has shown his expert pacing and done 300 watts. I've gone 30 seconds faster. So we're going to talk about this later in the week, but that's massive, right? 30 seconds, exactly the same power, exactly the same bike. I reckon I'm a little bit heavier than him, but man, it's all very, very similar. What the hell is that?
Bit of porridge, rolled oats, pumpkin meal, wow, and honey, nuts, banana. Yeah.
Why is it green?
Well, a pumpkin meal. Yeah.
There is a break. We have someone in the break, no matter what. If we miss the break, you are chasing the break. As we talked about last night, let's look like a team, ride together, be up the front at the start of the race. Coming into the climb, it's a headwind into the climb, and we're going to have to work as hard as we can. Geordie, I want you, if there's any moves, big moves that go at the bottom of the climb, but pretty much the rest of the boys, line it up and just give these two GC guys like 4 or 5 minutes of your time, and then pull off and just try and make it as hard as you can, because that's going to suit Benny and Plappy better than anyone else.
You're on Ben's bike today, so there's going to be more wattage going through this than you're used to.
Al's stressed, so if you know Al's stressed, you know it's on.
Disintegrated down to 4 riders, and in the meantime Luke Platt bridged across solo. I don't know how he's done it, and now that 5 dropped down to 4 just at the turnaround, and so now we've got 4 guys. We've got Plappy in there with James Whelan, Marcus Cooley and Raph Feinstein, so very strong break. You want waters, boys? We've got one for all of you.
3 minutes 10, Lukey.
Yeah. You want a water, Marcus?
Yeah. Take him up.
You want a water, boys?
We got no one up there.
Yeah.
Look at this. Yeah.
Yep. Raph, you want a water?
They want water? He's German, so he doesn't want water. Okay.
Well done, Plappy. Coming into the climb, it's a headwind into the climb, and we're going to have to work as hard as we can. give these two GC guys like 4 or 5 minutes of your time, and then pull off and just try and make it as hard as you can, because that's going to suit Benny and Plappy better than anyone else.
How was that? Get into a break of about 5 guys, about 20k in. And that was myself, Plappy, Raf, and Marcus, that's it. And we're rolling well, and I think the idea was for Inform to put me up the road, cook me for the climb, and then chase me back. And then they'd have two climbers and they'd whack me. But I think they just gave us a bit too much time. And I managed to have enough legs over the climb, so I was pretty happy.
Yeah, the wind's pretty strong out there too, mate, so you've done well in the crosswind.
Yeah.
This again. What? He has taken 30 seconds off the other time.